What's going on, guys? So a little bit of a different perspective here. I thought I would do actually a binder update video. There's a lot of other topics that I could and want to talk about, but I also just really wanted something that people could relate with. 151 is current, so I figured we would do a binder update video. I don't do these all that often, and I think I might make this a regular series type thing with each set. And I'll usually do these videos when I feel like I'm getting fairly close, and I think I am getting fairly close. I'd like to open up a lot more 151. We're still going after a lot of cards here, but let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So this is my cheapo Card Guard Amazon $10 binder. I really don't care too much how I'm bindering modern sets. They all are in a corner of my room, stacked next to each other, and it just looks very clean having all my black binders next to each other. I just need to label them probably at this point, but I haven't labeled them either. They just look super clean. So far right here, I've got almost everything on the first page. I got 4 Blastoise EX base cards, and we just pulled this Venusaur EX. So luckily now I just have the one left, the Charizard basic EX. I have most of the reverses. I still need to go through both of my stacks of cards and look into all the reverses that I have. But you guys can basically tell which cards have reverses, which don't. I really like how it looks when you have all these reverses all on the page. You can see I still need several of these reverses, and I need this middle card here, which I guess that's Kakuna, which I definitely pulled Kakuna, so I need to add that in there. And then over here, I need Arbok over here. I don't think I got the basic EX Arbok. I actually may have gotten the basic EX Arbok. I'm just not sure if I remember that. So I'm missing that. And then we have both of these reverses with the Pharaoh reverse. I need the Sparrow reverse, Ekans reverse. We've got the Pikachu and Sandshrew reverse. And then we'll go over everything in total that I need left. It looks like mainly just reverses, though. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes what's reverse and what isn't. But I think I need 2 reverses on this side. I need a Nidoran. I really like this page also. Even though, a lot of us are going for chase cards in this set, I really like that page in particular, and I'm actually going to raise this a little bit, see if that helps out. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's much better. All right. I really like this page, though. I like the Nidoran, Nidorina. I like all those evolutions, Nidoqueen, Nidoking. They just look really, really cool. And I think I like the colors, especially the purple and the bluish, tealish colors. They just look awesome. And I'm glad that this whole page is basically dedicated to those. And even the hollows look really cool. This hollow Nidoking is pretty menacing. It's a pretty cool looking artwork right there. Over here, I'm missing one. It looks like I have all these reverses. Yes, yeah. I have all the reverses on this page. My hollows, I'm contemplating putting the reverse hollows in front of the regular hollows just so everything is cohesive. But I'm just going to leave them as just the regular hollow spot just because it makes things look a little interesting. Over here, it looks like I have everything. No, I need a reverse Parasect, reverse Venomoth. That's all I need over here. And the way I do it, and some people might disagree with this, but this is just the way I do it. It's just my lazy way I do it. I put the reverses in front. I will do duplicate reverses just because I think reverses are going to have a rarity. They're going to have a place down the road when people want to complete these sets. They're going to really need the reverses. So I'll usually do one of the common main cards, and then I'm probably going to keep all of my 151 bulk to the side and end up keeping it long term because you never know what's going to happen with these sets. And if I open a lot of set, I know when I sold my bulk initially, I got a really bad price on my bulk that I've sold before, and it's just not worth my gas and time to go to a shop and unload my bulk to get a couple dollars. I mean, that's just a waste of my time, honestly. And I know with how pricey bulk has gotten for vintage, I know I've seen auctions for vintage listings of, bulk stacks of cards go for $100, $200, $300. So, pardon me guys, I'm not feeling the best today. I tried to go to the gym and work it out of my system, but feeling a little under the weather. But yeah, we have all the reverses on this side. Let's see if we can get that to shimmer a little bit. Hard with these sleeves on top. But we have all the reverses on this side. We're missing the Venomoth and the Parasect on this side, and that's it. And then on this side, I believe we have, it looks like we have everything. Okay, so the Poliwhirl, it took me a while to get the Poliwhirl. I don't know why this set's weird with Poliwhirl. You guys let me know what your pull rate's been like with this Poliwhirl, but I had a tough time trying to get my hands on this Poliwhirl. So that took a while. Still need the reverse for that. Otherwise, this page is complete with all the commons and the reverse. Then over here, it looks like we have almost, I need to go through my stacks of bulk and make sure, because I know I have other reverses. But this whole page is done. I need a Bellsprout reverse, which I do think I have in my bulk pile. But yeah, this whole page is pretty much done. I have all my reverses. And you can see with this Machoke right here, it just looks like a regular card, but once you get it in the light, you can see at a different angle that reverse is there. I really like this Machamp holo, by the way. The holos in this set were awesome. Of course, I'm super nostalgic, and I'm a boob. I'm a boomer. I like this stuff. This set is my favorite set, probably. Since I've come back into the hobby. Honestly, since I've come back into the hobby, this might be my favorite set. I thought it was Crown Zenith. Evolving Skies is hype, but for me, what I relate with most and what I enjoyed most was 151. So it's amazing because I've only been back for a couple years, and to have the chance to open up the set and be a part of the hobby and be so active, this is amazing. So this set is just amazing. I love 151. I think we got 2 Alakazam EXs. Okay, on this page, Geodude reverse, Ponyta reverse, Slowbo and Magnemite reverse. So we're missing a couple reverses on this page. And looks like on this page, okay, we have the top row of reverses on this page. We have this next row, Dugong, I need a reverse, and then we have the reverses down here. Over here, and I just want to say, the Ghastly line with Haunter and Gengar, these three just look fantastic together. Love Onix being thrown in the mix here, kind of random. We've got all these Psychic and then Onix. Polar opposite Pokemon types too. So we've got reverses pretty much on everything except for Kingler and Onix. Yeah. Kingler, oh wait, no, Haunter. Yeah, and Haunter. Kingler, Onix, Haunter. Okay. And actually, I don't even, is there a Gengar reverse? Yeah, so I actually need the Gengar reverse. That would be cool. Have not gotten a Gengar reverse. Okay, on this side, we've got, looks like we have, nope, missing Cubone, and Marowak probably don't have the reverse for. Nope. It's the only Marowak that I have. And then we need reverse for Hitmonchan. Oh no, Hitmonlee. Okay, so that's almost done. Really love Electrode in this one. That's just a cool little artwork right there. And honestly, the Cubone and Marowak look phenomenal. I love the night to day difference on these two. Sometimes when you're going after these chase cards, you forget to actually appreciate the set for what it is. And having all the cards next to each other really does make that achievable. It's really nice to see all the evolutions in chronological order. We've got the Execute here, just chilling on the sand, turning into Executor. Looks awesome. Not a lot of difference on the Voltorb and Electrode. I guess you got a little bit of a green one here, green Spark here versus the yellow Spark here. And then the Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, obviously they are a dynamic duo. They just look awesome next to each other, and these are both awesome artworks. I'm a huge fan of these two Pokemon in general. I love them, and I'll always try and run these Pokemon when I was playing the games as a kid. We've got all the reverses. On this side, on this page, we have all the reverses. This Rhydon and Rhyhorn, I just love this Pokemon so much. The original illustrations of Rhydon and Nidoking, and I believe Aggron, I believe they're by the same illustrator. and they're absolutely phenomenal, and you can really see how they're similar to each other. But I just love these aggressive, horned, bulky type Pokemon. I love Rhydon. Rhydon's sick. I would love to see an alternate art Rhydon. There's so many possibilities in terms of the alternate art deal that we're getting now. That was kind of fresh to us in Sword and Shield, and we're getting kind of used to it. I would like to see some of these OG Pokemon in alternate art form. Okay, moving over here. Anything else that I see that's worth mentioning? Not really. We've got Goldeen, Seaking. I like these Staryu and Starmie artworks right here. These look pretty cool together. I like the hand-drawn backgrounds in both of these. Scyther, that's the homie. This Electabuzz and Magmar, I feel like Electabuzz and Magmar are kind of in the same realm of, like, they don't have evolutions. I know Magmar has Magby, and I feel like, Electabuzz has Elekid. So they have their baby evolutions, but like these are I just love both of these Pokemon. These are just both such cool Pokemon that don't even need evolution lines. They're just fantastic. And the artworks in both of these look great. I've been saying it every time I pull this Magmar. I really like this particular artwork right here. It looks awesome. I never thought I would be such a fan of this flaming lava duck type Pokemon. I mean, how do you explain his beak? He's a duck. He's a flaming duck. And then, like, what's on his head? Like, when you really look at these Pokemon, this artwork, like, makes no sense, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. Pinsir Tauros, big fan of Tauros. Glad to see him in there. I doubt I have a Gyarados reverse. And I probably, do I have a Gyarados reverse? No, but I have too many of these Gyarados hollows. We take a couple of those out because that's another thing. I was just stacking them in here, but gradually I'm realizing unless they're reverses, I don't need so many hollows stacked into each other. Okay, so these evolutions are huge, right? The Vaporeon, Jolteon, and I'm guessing, Flareon is on the back here. But these are great artworks, and I feel like even though they're just regular hollows, these are just fantastic cards. They're probably just considered bulk, but I feel like in the future, like if you were to gift somebody Vaporeon, Jolteon, and this Flareon, they would be ecstatic because those look awesome. And then over here, looks like I'm missing Kabuto, Omanite. Those are the reverses I'm missing. We got all of our hollows. Probably don't need... Oh, I've got the Omastar reverse. Probably don't need multiple hollows of Omastar. I'm going to try and lighten up this binder a little bit, especially with this Kabutops. Just so many Kabutops. Don't need all of them. I think I went a little overboard thinking I was going to binder everything, and it just doesn't make any sense to do that. And it's just way too much weight on the binder. Snorlax. I know that I got a couple Snorlaxes I thought was cool to binder them, but again, we need to keep this binder so that it doesn't crush the nicer cards in the back. I'm going to leave the Articunos alone. Zapdos looks awesome. I did not open a Zapdos box. I just happened to pull two of those Zapdos. Moltres. I know I have duplicates of Moltres. Don't need all these duplicates. Put that back in there. We got two reverses of the Moltres. I am going to keep those in the binder. Like I said, the reverses, I don't know why. I just feel like the reverses are actually in some ways maybe more valuable than the hollows. Just because you don't know what reverse you're going to get. And the hollows, there's a set number of those out there. I don't even know if that makes sense. But anyways, I'm keeping more of the reverses. I like the reverses probably more than some of the hollows. I do wish they would come up with a little bit of a cooler reverse design. Okay, so the Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, this is an awesome trio to see right here. Bulk or not, they just look great. From the little Dratini to the Dragonair, which... just the polar opposite from Dragonair being on land in the water to Dragonite being all the way up here. Just really cool to have those next to each other. Then the Mewtwo and the Mew next to each other. This Mew is menacing. Menacing Mew. I'm a big fan of these silver borders too, although it does give away what you're getting. I need a reverse here. I need a reverse here. I do have the reverse Dragonite. Okay, over here I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4 reverses on this trainer page. Thank God, as a smaller set, there's not a lot of trainers. I think that's pretty, why I have a million bills transferred, I have no idea. That should not have all of those in there, just taking up space. Yeah, trying not to do that stuff, especially when we're getting close to these nicer cards. We do not want to have cards stacked onto each other. But okay, this away. All right, so now this is a pretty light page. Sure, I have, yeah, don't need that extra one. Okay, so now that's much lighter. Feels like this is still a thick page here. Sorry guys, I'm kind of editing my binder as I'm doing this video. I hope you guys don't mind tagging along right now. I just need to clean it up a little bit. Oh my god, 2 Kabutos? No, come on, stop. Porygons, oh geez, okay. So many Porygon. Okay, and the Flareon, I love the Flareon. I really love the Flareon, but yeah, this is, do I have reverses in here? Yeah, reverses. So let's do this Flareon in the middle. Feeling good about him. Look at this Flareon though. Flareon looks epic. This is such a cool Flareon card. Love this basic holo. It's one of my favorite things about the set is the basic holos actually look awesome, especially the Soma Star. Also curse the Soma Star because I pulled this Soma Star so many times. Okay, yeah, just need one holo in there. Okay, tighten that up a little bit. Tighten it up a little bit. Did pull 2 of these Mew EXs. Probably need to sell one of those while they're still playable and competitive. Okay, now we get to the good stuff. We start into our illustrations. And so I'd imagine that these are going to be trainer cards. That's what I'd imagine. I would imagine it probably starts with Charmander, since you would need space for the Venusaur line. So I'd imagine it's gonna end with the 2 trainers I'm missing here. The Charmander and the Charmeleon. I am loving these right now. I am loving these. I think I actually like these 2 more than I like the Charizard card. All value aside, these just look a lot cooler. They look a lot cooler. Seeing them in their natural environments. I don't know. I just think that these are both winner cards. Honestly, any of the evolution line starters are like some of the best cards in this set. Honestly, they look the best. The Squirtle, in my opinion, looks better than the Wartortle and the Blastoise. I just think the Squirtle looks the best. And I would dare to say that it's the same with the Charmander and the same with the Bulbasaur. They just all look amazing. So we're missing, in my opinion, 1 on that page for the illustrations. And then over here, we're missing a good chunk, okay? I pulled 2 Psyducks, 3 Omanites, and 2 Tangalos. For some reason, and I'm sure it has something to do with batching, I got several copies of these guys, which is not helping me because these are the illustrations that you kind of don't really want. I could sell them, would probably help offset a little bit of the cost, but you know what? I like this set so much that I'm actually going to keep my, I'm going to end up keeping, why is this, okay, this page is thick for a reason, and I have to get to the bottom of it. We've got that Mew EX there. We've got Magmars here. Oh, the Eevee. The Eevee. That might be doing it. Yeah, don't need all of these 50 trillion Eevees in there. Although I like the reverse. Again, guys, I don't know why. I just feel like the reverses are going to be worth something someday. Even though I know a lot of people are just going to look at the reverse as bulk. I have learned the hard way with trying to complete my older sets that reverses are tough. Reverses are tough to come by. I'm trying to complete the older sets, so don't want to go through that. We're going to dumb down this Gyarados. We don't need so many of those Gyarados in there. Okay, and the Tauros. We've got 50 Tauros in here. There we go. And then the Pinsir. Yeah, I need to take care of this now because honestly, I don't think, wow, just all Pinsirs, no reverses stuff. Okay. I don't think I'm going to take care of this at a different time. Okay. Much better. These are much more slim. Freaking Magikarp. Come on. How many Oh my god. Why do you do this, Orion? Why do you do this? I don't know about you guys. Can you just let me know, is there anybody else out there that like ends up stacking 4 or 5 of their commons on top of each other? Or am I the only one? Okay. Okay, that's a little bit better. It feels a little bit better. I just don't want these cards to warp. Now, granted, this is also going to be turned over, so it feels a lot flatter when I move the binder. Okay. Okay, and then, yeah, rigid band. Don't know how many of these. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, we don't need more than 2 of those, especially on these last pages. Okay, we'll keep that there. Leftovers, we don't need all of you there. All right, so much better. So much better. All right. Okay, so we go over here. Got nothing on this page. Got my duplicates here. I will say, Psyduck looks great. I love the view of Psyduck. Tangela is actually a great artwork. Had this kind of background been with another Pokemon, that would have been really cool. But it works with the Tangela. It works. Honestly, with the Tangela, I was expecting more of like a deep forest, like the style we had with the Gloom from Obsidian, and the Nidoking in this set, which is one of my big chase cards. I really, really want the Nidoking, so I'm hoping we get that. So we get onto this page, and honestly, this is where I'm doing pretty well. We've got 4 Venusaur EX. I've got 4 Venusaur EX. I got this Charizard, which was an epic live we did. We got both the SIR Charizard and the Full Art Charizard. Missing some spaces here. We've got the Ninetales. That's what we got in our first DTB. It's pretty much the only thing we got out of our first DTB. So I'm glad that we got something. It's a really, really nice Full Art. And then this Alakazam, which I am loving these Full Arts. These Full Arts might be the nicest cards in the set too. Like, it might not be about the illustrations and more about the Full Arts. Long term, these Full Arts are going to do so well. I really think so. They're beautiful. Okay. Over here, we're missing a couple too. Got the Kangaskhan, got the Jinx. In fact, I think we got the Jinx and the Ninetales together. Bill's Transfer, Daisy's Help. I'm not a huge fan of like these style trainer cards, like the waifu stuff, the character rares, whatever you want to call them. Not a huge fan of those. Really would have just wanted to see more of the actual Pokemon in this set. And there's so much left to be desired. We could have gotten a Nidoking Full Art. We could have gotten a Gyarados Full Art. We did get Gyarados Full Arts in Evolving Skies, so I guess I can't complain too much. But it would have been nice to see a couple of the other Pokemon in their Full Art form. I know it's a special set, but it just seems a little bit short. Trying to think. Honestly, the whole evolution lines, to see those in Full Arts would have been so sick. I know that's like probably a little bit much, but like imagine a Charmander Full Art, Charmeleon Full Art. That would have been kind of cool. Even though I feel like Full Arts are kind of designated for the final evolution Pokemon. Okay, we get into the big page, the last page. So I got 2 of these switches. I got the Switch and the Basic Energy, I think in the same booster bundle, maybe. Don't really care for these cards, but they're nice to have for completion. The first ETB I ever opened for 151, we got the Giovanni's Charisma, which this is actually a chase card for a lot of people. It's a really, really nice card. He's just a baller. He's embodying what I feel like everybody wants in Pokemon, which is just to catch them all, to be a Pokemon master. You can see his Pokeballs in the background. Just looks really cool. It's a really nice card. The texture on this card is awesome. The way that it shimmers and shines is awesome. With his suit and his Persian, it's just a sick card. It's a sick card. And is that got a Master Ball hanging out right here in the corner? Just the detail on this card is really, really nice. It's a great card. So that's the SIR. Still need the Full Art on that guy. Have not gotten the Full Art. We got the Zapdos EX, which I am only pulling these ones out because they are my best hits so far. And we're going to go over those. Now, I am $500 deep in my 151 opening, so it's getting kind of rough. But honestly, Giovanni's Charisma, Zapdos SIR, Alakazam SIR, Charizard EX SIR, then Charizard Full Art. Like, I'm doing pretty well right now, I think. I feel like like I should be very happy with what I've gotten so far. If I could open a couple smaller products and get some extra bangers on top of that, the Blastoise and the Venusaur, if in the next 2 ETBs I could get the Blastoise or the Venusaur, I would probably have to call it a day on that. But again, I'm just going to keep opening this set. I love this set, and I honestly, if I have duplicates of any of these SIRs, not the worst thing in the world. They seem kind of easy to pull in my experience with all the sets I've opened in Pokemon. 151 seems really, really forgiving. I don't know if it's just because I'm at a point now where the channel is growing a little bit, and I'm getting more confident that opening more product is the move for me. But this set has worked out nicely for me. Now, what I love about this card, and we're going to even do one better. We're going to pull this guy out of the sleeve. What I love about this card is not only is the texture different from different angles from each level, like you've got the Moltres up here and the Zapdos over on the side and the Articuno down below, but I just love that you've got the sky in the background and you can see the earth down below. It's hard to explain. There's nothing, I don't think we've had anything else kind of like this card. The only thing I can think of is Evolving Skies Dragonite. Off the top of my head, the only thing I can think of that's anything like this card so far that we've had in the existence of Pokemon and SIRs and Alt Arts is the Dragonite from Evolving Skies. Otherwise, this card is extremely unique. This was not really a huge chase for me personally. It's not that I'm not a Zapdos fan or not a Legendary Birds fan, because I am, particularly Articuno. I think Articuno is probably my favorite. But I was so hell-bent on getting the other SIRs, Alakazam, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. But we've got a really good mix of SIRs in this set. And yeah, this is a really cool card. They could have easily just given us Zapdos, but I think to give us a feel for all of the Legendary Birds, they included them all in there. I think that was really nice of Pokemon. They did not have to do that. They could have just given us Zapdos and made the Moltres and the Articuno SIRs. Now, what I think they could do, what they very well could do, and they might include it in other sets, is they might include different angles from Moltres and Articuno. Now, that would actually be really cool. Kind of wish they did that in this set. And as you can see, the centering on this card is really good. We've got no dings or dents or damage, but I think I might be overgrading for the most part. It's just not something that I'm too worried about. This is 202 and that's 201, so this guy's going right here. Let's take a look at the Alakazam. And then behind this, I have one of my Mewtwo promos, and we'll take a look at the promos in a sec. But then I have the rest, another promo right there, and then I have all my energies, which I think these last pages would be great just either for duplicate hits, that way I'm not stacking them all on top of the same card. I might actually have to do that ASAP. These pages would be good for the extra energies, and then just duplicate hits. I might, moving forward for all my binders, all these extra pages I never kind of know what to do with, and now I know what to do with them. I'm just going to sleeve all my extra hits, because they're going to go up in value down the road. Right now, I think even though you can get your best value selling them now, I don't think it's the right time to sell them. Okay. This Alakazam is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So much texture on this card. So many different little angles. So much to focus on. So many little details. From the books and the potions and the spoons. He's levitating. You guys can just see, this card is just popping off. How is this card only $50? It's insane. It's seriously insane. And I feel like this is the card that truly defines 151. I feel like this is the card we were all waiting for so much. This and the Mew, maybe. I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on those two. But guys, just wow. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And sometimes I'm really bad about not taking time to just appreciate my cards. And it's nice to just go over these binders and look at them again. And even more fun to do it on camera with you guys. Okay, now, since I pulled this card, I have not once taken a look at it. And that's kind of messed up, because this is definitely the card that I was probably gunning for the most. Oh, man. And almost even better than the Mew, the sun. You guys can see the sunrise right there. You can see it go outwards. Dude. Oh, this card is insane. This card is seriously insane. It's awesome. Again, I still stand by the fact that I think the Charmander and Charmeleon honestly look kind of cooler than this card. It would have been so cool to see the follow-through where Charizard is kind of in the canyons as well, but maybe near the lava with kind of, you could see, you know, behind him the volcano in his background while he's like huffing and puffing in a lair. That would have been, I think, more appropriate. I honestly, with those two artworks, didn't fully expect him, but I get it. It's like the rising levels. You've got Charmander on the bottom, Charmeleon on top, kind of on a little piece of cliff, and then Charizard's finally taken off. So it's awesome. Not a huge fan of like this kind of chunky Charizard. It's kind of weird. But it is a Charizard card, and it is a beautiful art. You know, the landscape and the texture on the card, and the way that sun kind of just moves out there. It's a beautiful card. Could they have done better? Absolutely. Pokemon can always do better, but we can't be too critical, you know. So I'll take it. This is, I think, why the Venusaur is probably my favorite of the big three SIRs, because the Venusaur just is beautiful. Exactly what you would expect from Venusaur. This nice hand-drawn artwork, all of the tropical, you know, forest in the background and overgrowth. That's kind of my favorite thing about the Venusaur. But then one more we'll take a look at. And you know what? I'm also going to go ahead and take my duplicate Venusaurs, because I don't need all these extra Venusaurs. Yeah, if y'all don't believe me, just look. I pulled 4 freaking Venusaurs. Why so many Venusaurs? Anyways, I'm going to take Charizard out. We're going to take a look at Charizard, because this is probably one of my favorite cards in the entire set. Because Charizard didn't get a front and center artwork, I feel like it's easier to appreciate the full art. And we're going to go ahead and put these Venusaur up in the corner here. Okay. So that way it's more evened out. There we go. Got my trio of Venusaurs. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Take a look at this Charizard EX. Man. Right in that light. Oh my gosh. This card slaps. This card absolutely slaps. It's just beautiful. And there's a lot of texture, a lot of angles going on here. English Pokemon. I'm really happy with the quality of this set. Early on, and that contradicts a statement that I made early on, well, a video that I made early on. I was not happy with quality control. And you gotta, you know, bear with me. That was due to, where are they? Are they over here? Where are they? No, that's an example I was using. Where in the heck? Okay, oh well. I had some damaged cards that I was going to show you guys. Woo! Trying not to knock that off. Some damaged cards I was going to show you guys. Oh, last but not least, yeah, but I did get some damaged cards from the set that were pretty gnarly, and that worried me a lot. But let's go ahead and go through. Don't need all these. Need to trim these down a little bit. Need to trim these down a little bit, because these guys are contributing to the problem. Okay. Now, and one part of me is like, no, the extras make them more rigid, but And, you know, I love the starters, but we can only fit so much in this binder before we're damaging cards. Okay. Okay, so we're missing 1. Okay, and yeah, we got way too many War Turtles here. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, guys. We're gonna go over an overall count of what I'm missing left out of this set. It cannot be. I know I've got a lot of these Charmeleons, so bear with me, guys. Cannot be that much more that we've got in this set. Really can't be that much more. Okay, we've got a billion of these Ivysaurs too, and I'm sure some Venusaurs. Okay, we just got 1 extra Ivysaur. Looks like it was harder. I'm just having trouble getting these green guys knocked out. Okay, there's only 3 there. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and I do think I have that Kakuna, so it might not even count that. 2, 3, and I'm sure I have most of the reverses if I haven't shown those yet. Okay. Looks like we're golden. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Missing 25 cards. Missing 25 cards from the set. 4 or 5 of those are common. So basically, missing about 20 illustration cards still. Don't know where those could be. Really want the Machamp. Would have liked to show that. But hopefully we pull some of these cards that I'm missing here. I did get my batch of products. Those will arrive Tuesday, so I'll probably open an ETB and a UPC from another seller, TCG Stadium. That way I can get a little bit of different array of hits maybe from those boxes and that product. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. Peace out. Oh, and let me know how y'all's binder is coming around right now. Are you guys getting a ton of duplicates? Is everything filling out nicely? Because once you get to this point, it starts to get really difficult opening product because you might just get, duplicate on duplicate on duplicate. The probability is very high that you're going to get the same cards. But anyways, peace out, guys. Have a fantastic day.